from 1757 to 1762, during Ben's first assignment as a colonial agent to England, are lost. It was only from his second London trip, 1764 to 1775, that Deborah's letters were preserved. Finally, we hear her voice, although only in the last decade of her life. Replete with spelling and grammatical errors, her letters were often cited by historians as proof that Deborah was an ignorant provincial woman, hardly a suitable mate for the future founding father. Only recently, thanks to scholarship on women's history, has it been established that Deborah, like most colonial women, was never taught the rudiments of syntax or spelling, since that skill was considered unnecessary for future wives and mothers. Now I am to return your thankes for the picture, for the handkercher I gave Sally, all of them. They is very handsome, is just one example of Deborah's writing. Since her letters can be difficult to decipher, I have modernized spelling and syntax in these pages. Nevertheless, Deborah's correspondence reveals a woman far more capable than earlier historians originally assumed. While not intellectually brilliant like Ben, Deborah was an astute businesswoman and devoted helpmate who not only contributed to his early success, but also attended to his complex business affairs during his years overseas. In Ben's absence, she shouldered many duties men traditionally performed. Ben trusted her competence so thoroughly that he awarded her power of attorney 2 times before embarking on trips. During his long absences overseas, Deborah also fulfilled other obligations men usually assumed. These included supervision of construction for the half-built Franklin house, defense of that house at gunpoint during a Stamp Act riot, purchase of a costly property that enlarged Franklin Court, and management of the colonial postmastership while Ben's substitute was being trained. On a personal level, Deborah was equally remarkable. While raising Ben's son William and her own daughter Sally, Deborah managed a successful store, hosted and entertained visitors who admired Ben's work, nursed sick friends and relatives, managed Ben's financial affairs when he traveled, and won the friendship of Philadelphia's leading citizens. A devoted wife, she nursed Ben when he was ill, sent him home-cooked foods on the Pennsylvania frontier, wrote regularly to him in London, despite his infrequent responses, and diplomatically exchanged gifts with his English female companion. Even during Deborah's last illness, she relayed colonial news and shipped gifts and food to Ben in London. These pages depict other women important to Ben's life. Among them was 23-year-old Catherine Ray, with whom the middle-aged Ben had a fleetingly passionate relationship. Even later, when Catherine was married and the mother of 6 children, she maintained a warm friendship with the scientist-statesman. Historians have also dismissed Ben's beloved companion, the widowed Margaret Stevenson, the landlady he lived with during his 2 assignments in England from 1757 to 1762 and from 1764 to 1775. During their 15 years together, she served as a kind of second wife who nursed Ben when he was ill, provided meals, outfitted him in stylish English clothes, attended plays, concerts, and dinners with him, and hosted their friends in her Craven Street townhouse. For all Margaret's urban sophistication, she had many qualities similar to Deborah's. A warm and devoted companion with a spirited temperament, she too wrote and spelled poorly. Like Deborah, Margaret had only one child, a daughter, Polly, upon whom she doted. During Ben's years in London, he became so attached to the mother and daughter that he considered them his English family. Ben's deep affection for Margaret has led historians to suspect they became